All right. Boom. Look at this.
We're back.
Holy shit.
We're back.
What happened?
We had-
Look, all right, full disclosure, different angle, different clothes, different everything. We had a problem yesterday with the equipment, and we lost about 20 minutes worth of conversation, which, let's be honest, was boring.
It was the latter half of the episode.
Yeah,
so
I
it was,
mean, look,
yeah.
you said the tone, like, it's going to be the best episode ever, and you jinxed it like an asshole.
No, because up until now, like from what they're listening, it has been the best episode. And now, here's the thing: you have to admit that it is the best episode because you didn't just go, oh, it'll just be a 40-minute episode. You were like, hey man, you want to come back and continue the greatest episode of the FeedBak?
I felt bad.
No, I don't think that's
did.
what that was.
That's
I don't
never
think that's
happened.
what that was.
That's
It's I
look,
think you were like, you know what, this has potential to be the best episode, so I'm gonna
I look, I've been podcasting for 7 years. This has never happened to me. And right before we started, we pressed record on this part 2
yeah, part
of,
2
of this episode. I was just saying that I'm a perfectionist, and shit like this pisses me off.
What's because you got anxiety?
No, shut up.
You got anxiety.
I hope you do that in front of him. You should introduce him. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Joe Barksdale.
Welcome, Joe Barksdale, everybody. Welcome. I don't know what he's trying to do, dude. I love that man, but yeah, no matter what you say, it has something to do with your whatever mental illness he thinks you have.
I'm all for mental illness.
Yeah.
Illness, health awareness, whatever the word is.
But Joe thinks you have everything, no matter what. Or like if you say something to him, there's a deeper meaning. And
That's true.
And if he was here, I know exactly what he would say to that. He'd be like, "Well, there's always a deeper meaning to everything. Everything's got a deeper meaning. That's what life is. Everything's got a deeper meaning."
Oh, that's so good,
dude.
That is so good. That is so good. But technical difficulties. I'm probably going to jump the gun and buy another mixer because it pissed me off. And yeah, maybe I do have something because
maybe I do got something wrong with me.
Maybe not, but I mean, like, you know, when you have a hard time taking the compliment.
Yeah.
Do you have that?
Yeah,
do you do that?
Yeah. I do have that, but I also love getting compliments.
You're still young. That's why.
That's
When you've lived long enough,
Yeah.
and people say, "Oh, that was awesome," back, and you go, "No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. You right now you're trying to make me feel good because I feel like shit."
Yeah.
And it really is. Okay, put it this way. It's like when I used to throw events around Austin, the feedback parties, and you always had that person that was go, "So you ready for this?" And you're like,
"So you ready for this,
motherfucker?" I've been running around like a fucking maniac for a week trying to organize this shit. You know, selling tickets, doing promotion, and then this is what you're gonna throw at my face.
Fucking ready?
Are you ready
How
for
you
this?
Feeling? How you feeling?
And my answer is always, like, really grinding my teeth, like, it'll be what it will be.
Oh, fuck you.
Seriously.
I've done all I can.
Exactly.
I've done all I can.
I can only do my best.
Goodness gracious. So then do you ever come off stage and like you're like do you come off stage and you think like I killed that, I crushed, or are you kind of just like anything you do, you're like
I will say the first time that's happened to me, I was at Wanderlust.
Really?
Yes, and I did my DMX joke. My son's half black, so it says the N-word half the time, and then I started doing the DMX thing, and it was a table of girls that I thought were like in their 20s, but they knew every DMX song, and they started singing along as I was doing Rough Riders Anthem.
Oh shit!
And they knew their shit, and then I go on with the Arkansas thing. And one girl was from Arkansas, and her boyfriend was black. And I was like, holy shit, this is my moment.
You were like, we're the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yeah. And then I went up and talked to her afterwards. Like, oh, my God, that was funny as hell. I'm like, my boyfriend is black, too. I'm like, have you taken him to Arkansas yet? He goes, no. I'm like, does he know he's going? And she goes, no, he doesn't know, but I will take him soon. I'm like, yeah, let him call me.
Absolutely not.
So, yeah, after that was the night. I was like, oh, shit. I felt good after that. Because it was an open mic. It wasn't a show. And
it's a different thing to kill at an open mic.
Yeah. I couldn't say I killed, but I just felt good because the joke landed in a way that I didn't expect,
Yeah.
and because there was relatability, if that's a word. That was on point. So I felt good after that set.
Yeah.
And then after the one I did at the Romo Room, that one show that went after you.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That one I thought I did well.
You
Everybody said I did well.
you had like you went and like talked to like two
That couple, yeah,
that couple like for hours.
yeah, pretty much,
Yeah, and like
pretty
you
much.
came back and you were like I know their whole life story.
Yeah. I mean, so they told me that. I mean, the lady was like, I can be your agent.
What?
She's like, she's a like a real estate agent. They're both real estate agent. She pretty much saved the dude's life. The dude was like, actually, she told me that the dude was like a redneck, like a racist redneck, and she turned him around. And
What?
that's pretty much within like 10 minutes of talking. She just spilled that
and you
on
were,
me.
And you were like, so y'all like the show?
Yeah, because she came to me. I bought him the drinks, and like, look, it's hard to make me laugh. I've had a hard week, the type shit. And she goes, that was really funny, and I want to be your agent wherever you come, wherever you perform. Let me know. Can I hire you for shows and blah blah blah. I mean, and then after that,
Whoa.
they were like, I was like, yeah. I mean, the whole see that's the thing. Like I try to be. I try not to, because it's hard for me to take a compliment. I'm
Mhm.
like, look, yeah, thank you for coming, supporting live comedy. You know, there was some other people on the show that did great. I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, you did great. Hans did great. I forgot who else was on. I think Dean was at the end, maybe. I don't
Probably.
remember. But anyway, I was like, yeah. I mean, I think a bunch of people did really well. And she was like, no. You did better than everybody else. I'm like, okay, hold on, lady.
You were like, no, you're sending me into a tailspin. I
Yeah,
have
listen.
anxiety. Joe Barksdale was right.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. And then we started talking about, she started talking about their kids, like they merged families, and one of them's a lesbian, the other one is a total bitch. She called her daughter, yeah, a total bitch. They're having a hard time with her or some shit.
Whoa.
And she's like in her like 19 or 20 something. And like, seriously, and we talk for about 2.5 hours.
That's insane.
And but the whole time I'm like, so how did you find out about the show? She's like, oh, just Google. It was date night. We're staying in Cedar Park, and we just came down and we saw this, and yeah. I'm trying not to make it too much about me. They're like, no, you were good, man. You were fucking good.
You were fucking
You were
amazing.
fucking good. I will follow you everywhere you go. And there's always a thought in the back of my mind, like, is it one of those like fantasies? I'm talking to a black guy. I don't.
You were like, am I the first
is
black
a
guy that they've
husband?
ever met?
Is it one of those? Hey, my wife thinks you're funny.
You were like, look, you're like, I'm full African. You're like, I'm not African American.
Yeah, but if he has, if those couples, like the husband wants a black dude to fuck his wife, like that kind of shit.
That's some.
And
that's
that is
some
a
next
thing.
level shit.
Yeah, but doesn't mean it doesn't trot my head every once in
Is
a
that?
while. I'll be honest with you.
I was
I'm
about
like,
to say, there's some
I'm like, at
times.
what point he's gonna go? Here's my number. I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to call me next Saturday. Okay, we're gonna make a dinner out of it, and you're gonna come over to our house, and then I'm gonna go upstairs. You're gonna take my wife, and then put her in our bedroom, and then when y'all ready, you let me know, and I'll sit in the back of the room on my favorite armchair, and I'll watch.
Would you do something like that? Be real with me right now. On the best episode of the FeedBak?
I would for the story.
For the story.
Just for the process.
That's.
I would do it for the because
I respect that answer.
Yeah.
I respect that answer.
seriously, because I'm like, how does it? First of all, how does it start?
Mm-hmm.
But more importantly, how does it end?
Yeah.
Like, do you just all right? Thank you.
You're like,
I
cool.
guess I'll see you.
You're like, do I clean up? Do you clean up? Like,
Yeah. Can I use your shower?
Yeah. Or do I just have to? I can go home.
Yeah. Like I'm done. I
I'm
came to do a
done.
job.
Yeah.
You hired me for
Came
a
to do
job. You didn't pay me. You paid me a pussy.
Yeah. You were like, do we cuddle after? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not-
Am I staying over?
Yeah.
Do I see you? Is there a schedule now?
I'm hungry. Also.
Yeah. Am I part of the family?
Yeah.
Do I need to meet the kids?
Yeah. Am I, like-
Roger, I'm gonna need Roger meet back
Meet back.
Yeah.
He's your new dad.
Yeah, as your new dad.
He's your new dad.
He'll teach you rap. He'll teach you about hip hop and
He'll teach you
basketball.
about hip hop. He's a French African.
Yeah,
I've
he's-
never seen one of these
Oh
before.
yeah, he'll teach you about all kinds of stuff. And the thing is, I do have like half my resume, my girlfriend resume,
Mhm.
are moms.
Really?
What you say like that? Really?
I guess. Well, I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting the age difference. So then that makes sense.
I mean,
Well, because even you know what's crazy is
Uh-huh.
that even like before I started dating my girlfriend and I was like, I guess in the scene, I noticed.
wait,
that,
what scene?
Like the dating scene, like you know.
Oh, okay, sure, okay.
That was like girls my age with kids was not uncommon.
Girls your age?
Girls my age with kids.
16.
What?
Oh no, what's the dating scene?
No, it was like 18 to like 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ever been with a MILF? You have to think. If you have to think about it, yeah.
Well, no. Here's the thing, because the first girl like I ever like got with she was 25 while I was 18.
She was 25. You were 18.
26 technically.
Did she have a kid?
No, she didn't have a kid.
Oh, so you haven't been with a mom with a kid?
Okay, so it's not a MILF. Because here's the thing.
It's called mother.
That's true, but also like
It's not.
we throw
cougar.
the MILF term around without
there's
fact
no,
checking.
No. It is an acronym. Get it fucking right.
No,
It's
I
mother.
understand
I'd like
that.
to fuck.
I understand that.
So
But
they have to have a
also-
kid. Even if the kid died, still a MILF. Seriously.
You're like, hey, ma'am, are you a MILF? And she's like, no, my kid died. Like, she's openly tells.
You're still
No.
a mother.
You're still a mother.
The kid just dead.
Yep.
Happens to be dead.
Yeah, happens to be is experiencing death.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You're a mother with a dead kid. Still a mom. Doesn't mean you're closing that door. Can have more.
Yeah, you can have more. I can give
but
you more.
your kid is there, kinda.
I don't know, dude. I still feel like that makes 100% sense, and I know I'm wrong, but I'm also not.
She's 20. Okay.
No, I'm not saying that she was. I'm saying that I'm saying
Your 26-year-old is not a MILF.
no. I know that.
Okay, cool.
I'm not saying that.
Okay.
I'm saying that like, if I were to see like a woman above like 35
Uh-huh.
that was attractive, and I didn't know anything about her, I would just be like, oh yeah, she's a MILF.
You would assume she has a kid.
I don't think it's assuming back. I think it's just
Factual?
I think it's wait, yeah.
You just feel it.
Yeah, it's just I just feel like, you know what, that's
You have the mom wrinkles. You have that mom cottage cheese.
yeah,
leg.
you have mom trauma. That's what it is. Like, you look like you got mom trauma. which you don't get easily.
You look like you breastfed for a while.
Yeah, you look like you had a bad labor.
You look like you had a C-section.
You look like the husband. You look like the father is not in the picture. You look like you were raising them on your own. And I dig that. That's the worst way to flirt with a MILF. Just like, oh yeah, you look like you're doing this on your own.
You
and
look
I
like you have
that.
a Costco membership. You really do.
You look like you have an air fryer.
you look like you go to La Madeleine for dinner.
Madeline. You look like you go to La Madeleine and that's eating out.
Yes.
That's fine dining. Dude,
yeah, exactly.
I used to hate La Madeleine.
I just had dinner there. I took my son there for dinner today.
Dude, I used to hate La Madeleine when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah. So my parents are both nurses, and my mom worked days and my dad worked nights.
Uh-huh.
And so we would always eat out all the time because that's the only thing we had time for, because it would always be picking my mom up and then taking my dad to work immediately.
Okay.
And so, like, the restaurants that we would, and it's basically pretty much like every day, the
Mhm.
restaurants that like was just around my mom's hospital and then along I-35, I just like can't stand. Like,
so which hospital? St. David's?
No, my mom works at Baylor Scott and White in Round Rock.
Okay.
And then my dad works at Hospice Austin.
I don't know where that is.
Oh, it's on like MLK on
Okay.
the east side, the gentrified side.
Okay.
But no, so like there was like a La Madeleine. There's like a little shopping center right next to my mom's hospital, and La Madeleine was in there,
Mm-hmm.
and we went to La Madeleine all the time.
Look, as a Frenchman.
Yeah, as
look,
their primary demographic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
As a Frenchman, first of all, I always prank the people when I'm there
No.
because the menu's French. Like half the shit on the menu's French. You think I'm gonna say creme brulee?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
You're gonna throw it down.
I say, I just today.
Yeah.
I just went up and I said, yeah, I would like éclair au chocolat, and I will have creme brulee. And then she looked at me.
And the poor 17-year-old girl behind the counter was
Yo,
like, "What?"
But you know what? I think it's part of their training is to know some French. I was told that the one in the Arboretum. I remember, like they have to say it was like a to go counter.
Mm-hmm.
You know where the pastries are and everything,
yeah.
right? And I walk up. I didn't even say a word. She goes, "Bonjour, bonjour."
Bonjour.
I'm like, "Ouais, ça va la forme tranquille."
She was like, "All right, cut that shit out." She got pissed
I'm
at
like,
you.
"Oh fuck."
She was like,
All
right.
We have a purist. We
Yeah.
we have a Frenchman in the building.
Oh, we got a French.
No, but I really can't. It sounds fake to me if I'm gonna say croque monsieur. I can't do that. It's croque monsieur. I can't say what is it? Okay, chicken friand.
Chicken what?
Friand.
Friand.
If I pronounce it like that, because it's friand is French, but just chicken.
What would it be? What would you say it if you were to just like order it? Just like
I would say chicken the French way because there's a French word afterwards.
interesting.
I'll say chicken friand.
Is chicken French and
No. It's,
Oh, okay.
No, chicken is chicken. English chicken.
Yeah.
Friand is French.
Yeah.
So the meal, half of it is English chicken.
Chicken.
The
and
other half
French.
is French. But I'm not gonna pronounce chicken the American way and pronounce friand the French way.
The French way.
So I pronounce chicken the French way to make it consistent.
How do you say chicken the French way?
Chicken.
How do you say it? How do you say it in the American way?
Chicken.
The exact same.
No, I said
hope you know.
chicken. Chicken friand. You don't hear the subtlety there?
You went. I was like, say it in the French way, and you went chicken.
No, I said chicken. Chicken.
Yeah.
English. Chicken. French.
This is not real.
No, I can't say chicken friand. No.
Chicken friand.
No, fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit.
I can't do that. And by the way,
Yeah.
their target demo at La Madeleine is like 65. La Madeleine. Even that, like, see, the way I just said it doesn't feel right to
You
me.
say it how the woman in the bathroom says it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually,
you the French.
I went to the bathroom with my son, and I'm like, you're gonna learn how to count while you're taking the shit.
Yeah, dude. Or they're like, here are some common phrases that you might use walking the streets of Paris. Here at La Madeleine.
They count to 10.
Do they really?
They count to 10.
The only
no, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and you're like, if by the time they get to 10, I'm pretty much done with what I gotta do.
But also, what the crazy part is, they're just like, I'm fully touching my dick while y'all are teaching me French.
Yeah,
and they know that.
Yeah,
to an extent, they know that.
They know that. There's only one stall. You know when you're taking a shit in there, you're learning French.
Dude, can you imagine if like, can you imagine if they did that in like Barnes and Noble, and you were just taking the meanest shit, and they were also teaching you French?
Yeah.
Full circle, baby.
Nice callback.
Callback to part 1.
Nice callback. But that's the only place. You don't go to a Japanese restaurant and then they start giving you Japanese. Ohayo gozaimashita.
Yeah, or they were just playing the Godzilla movies over the speakers.
Yeah, right.
Gojira.
You go when you go to an Italian joint, they do play like Italian. Like it's got a. I get that.
The vibe's gotta match.
They should stick to just music.
Yeah.
Right. You go to Italian. You go to an Italian joint. You hear Italian music. You go to a French joint. You hear accordions and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what it should be.
Yeah.
No, because the French. When you think French, you always think the guy with the beret, striped shirt, horizontal striped shirt, with a cigarette hanging from his lip, with an accordion.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's French, and the baguette under the.
Yeah, for some reason
under the armpit. There's always a baguette. Yes.
Yeah.
Baguette, accordion, beret, stripe shirt, horizontal striped shirt, cigarette. Yes.
Yeah.
That's French.
That's French. So don't teach me French in the bathroom. Just play some.
No, because who's gonna stick around long enough to learn anything?
Who's gonna be like, I need to get to La Madeleine and learn some French.
Hey, if you're on free French lessons, you can't afford to go to ACC.
You just sit in the La Madeleine bathroom.
You just
And you're like, I can ask for
You grab your chicken friand, you take it to
your
the
chicken
bathroom.
friand.
Your chicken friand, you take it to the bathroom, and you're just like, I'm gonna learn some shit while I'm literally.
Well, I'm fucking taking a shit while
Yeah,
I'm sitting here.
chicken friand. That's what I'm doing, like Madeleine. But it's almost like. But I love doing it because not that I want to make him feel shit for not knowing how to pronounce half
and
the
that's
stuff.
100% what it is. That's 100% what it is. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Creme brulee. Get the fuck out of
Get
here.
the fuck out of here.
Creme brulee. You failed that test. That
You
training.
failed that test. You were like, who's training you? It's
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
Be me.
You know what? The manager spoke French.
Whoa.
Yes, the manager spoke French, and he was from Algeria, which is Northern Africa.
Yeah.
So I sensed the accent, and I was like, all right, where you from? He goes, Algeria. I'm like, all right, yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. I'm like, your whole this franchise right here gets a pass because you're the GM and you speak French. If I go to the one in Arboretum, ain't no French people working there.
No.
There's a bunch of fucking Ashleys and.
So wait, so that was colonization, right?
What?
Or colonialism?
Yeah. All of Northern Africa was French.
Okay, because I was wondering,
Algeria, Tunisia, Mali, Senegal, Guinea, Ivory Coast.
So
Morocco.
You were born in Senegal and then you moved to France, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I get to choose which part of me I can be depending on the circumstance.
Yeah, you're like,
and
if somebody were to say something like racist, you'd be like, okay, dude, I'm from Senegal. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
But also, if they were like, they would like say something bad about France, you were like, dude, I'm French.
Yes.
Come on, you asshole.
Pretty much.
I love
and
that.
people don't expect it.
Yeah.
This is great. Like, ouais, bonjour, je voudrais des croissants et puis 2 pains au chocolat, s'il vous plaît. This one? I don't even
This
point
one?
at it either. I'm like, you're supposed to know this, bitch.
Dude, what's the like whipped cream that they put on the strawberries? At
La chantilly?
Is that what that's called?
Chantilly, crème chantilly, yeah.
That shit is so good. It's amazing.
Ah, man. No.
You simpleton. You simple American.
Espèce d'Américain. You fucking American.
Yeah, you fucking American.
You fucking American with
so
your...
much.
You think this is cream. This is not cream. I'm telling you, this is
my
not
culture
cream.
and
Ah, putain. Putain.
Bonjour.
I fucking love it. But okay, so now do you hate La Madeleine? Do you hate it? This is the last time you went.
Last time I went was probably had to be, I'd say, minimum 3 years ago.
Minimum
3 years ago.
Okay. When you drive by one, do you feel like, yeah, I could go for chicken friand?
I could go for some chicken friand. Absolutely not.
It is good. The chicken friand.
You know what's even crazy? I took such a disdain to La Madeleine that out of spite I would order the kids pizza. Which is not a bad pizza. It's a good pizza.
Wait, you go to a French restaurant and order pizza?
Out of spite.
I hope so.
It's fully out of spite.
If it's out of craving, we have to talk.
No. It wasn't out of craving. I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm sick of coming here.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, give me the pizza. Give me the pizza.
Okay, when you go to you go to a burger joint, you get the chicken sandwich.
I get the chicken tenders, and that's what I do. And that's what I do at a Mexican restaurant. I get the chicken tender basket. I'm like, can I get the kids' chicken tenders?
Oh, you're not getting this at all. You are not getting the concept. Because you know what?
You were not getting the concept of a brand of restaurant.
Yes.
Yeah.
You go to Olive Garden and you get the steak.
Mm-hmm. I go to diners and get the lobster.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't get it at all.
Yeah.
You know that there's I'm trying to think of a good restaurant that I hate.
A good restaurant that I hate.
Oh. I was a Chipotle fan for a while.
Okay.
Chipotle.
Let's get into like make your own burritos because I'm very passionate about this.
Okay. I see you're adjusting
I had
yourself.
to fully adjust
fine.
for this.
Pop your collar you don't have.
Yeah.
So Chipotle was my go-to. So I don't get cravings, by the way.
What?
Okay. Okay, can we open this parentheses and close it quickly because I had this conversation with some of my best friends, and you go, "You're not human if you don't get cravings." I'm like, "No, they're not cravings. It's convenience, and I haven't had this in a while."
That's a craving.
No, the way that people have described me what a craving was you have this urge that you can't suppress to have this food, and you'll go out of your way just to get that.
Okay.
Like it drives
it's the
you.
aspect of going out of your way.
Yes, it drives you. Like you will not, like, if you stop somewhere and they don't have what you want, you'll go somewhere else.
Oh.
Like you'll do your research. I mean, I'm sure there's like intense and crazy cravings that people get to where they go all over town just because they want to have a meatloaf.
Yeah.
I hope meatloaf is not a
hope
craving.
no one ever craves meatloaf.
No,
I hope no one ever craves
No,
meatloaf.
but I don't get those.
Interesting.
Because to me, it's more like, all right, I gotta eat.
I gotta survive.
No, well, not just that, but I'm like, it's more of a, I haven't had fried chicken in a while.
I'll get fried chicken.
I get fried chicken. If it's around, I'm not gonna go out of my way.
Yeah. You're not gonna.
I'm like, okay, if I'm driving down this street, let's just assume that it's food time, whenever that is.
Food time.
Not dinner, not lunch,
but
not
food
breakfast.
time.
It's food time. Like
food
I gotta
time.
eat, and I'm driving down, and I'm literally scanning the street as I'm driving, trying to scan ahead and thinking,
That's so
what's on here?
That's insane.
How?
Just the idea of just being like, just not knowing what you want, and just being like, I'm just gonna drive around and maybe I'll find something.
It's a debate in my head when I'm at work and I'm thinking what am I gonna have for lunch?
You're not already thinking about that at like 9 a.m.?
No.
100% as soon as I throw breakfast away. As soon as I throw breakfast away in my little desk trash can, I lean back and I'm like, what am I having for lunch?
Fucking American.
Fucking American.
No,
fucking
I really don't get it because if I haven't had something in a while and I'm driving, there's a Mediterranean joint. It's been a couple months.
I'll have some Mediterranean.
Yeah, or I have a rotation.
Okay.
Not like, okay, Monday is this, Tuesday is that, but more like, yeah, I have my spots that I
frequent.
Yeah, I'll go to Slab Barbecue because it's literally next door to my office. You know, there's Potbelly. You know, and I like those places.
Yeah,
but I'm not like, I'm on barbecue today, so
yeah.
I'm gonna find a barbecue and I'm gonna drive aimlessly until I find one, or I'm gonna go to that one. It's like, yeah, I've had this in a while. Why not? It's convenient. It's nearby, and I'll just go to it, eat, get the fuck out, and get on with my life.
I think that's what it is with me too. I think I have cravings, but I'm just lazy.
But explain what craving is to you.
What craving is to me is pretty much what you explained. Is just like, I haven't had this in a while. I could actually go for that. I'd like that.
But like, okay, you go to.
It's not as like I said, like
it's a mild urge.
It's a mild urge, but I'm too lazy to make it a full craving to where I'm like, well, this place didn't have it, so I'm gonna go downtown to get this.
You calling me insane? You do the same shit.
I know I did. I know
you
I
were
did.
judging me.
I 100% was.
I mean, it's not. But I have a friend.
And
she just doesn't get it. She's like, "How do you function in life?" I'm like,
without cravings?
Yeah, because it's not a craving.
Interesting.
Okay, I do have favorite foods.
Yeah.
I do, like everybody does. I mean, I love Italian. I like Japanese. Senegalese is like top of the top for me.
What food?
Senegalese food.
Oh,
like from
okay.
Senegal. But that's not available here.
Yeah.
So I'll call my sister-in-law. I'm like, hey, can you make that? And she makes it.
And she's like, boom.
Yeah, exactly. And I put it in Ziploc bags and then throw it in the freezer, and that lasts me for 6 months.
Senegalese food.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's fucking delicious. There's nothing else like it. But anyway, can't find it here. So I'm like, yeah, what is around?
Huh.
And you go by elimination. No, not even that. Yeah, actually, yeah.
So you really just have like the most you will have is like a mood. You'll be like, I'm in the mood for this.
Maybe mood is too strong of a word.
Really?
It's more like I gotta eat. Yeah, I could eat that.
And that's as far as it goes. Is I gotta eat.
Yeah,
When
like
in knowing what you want to eat, in like figuring out what you want to eat, the beginning stage goes as far as I know what like I have to eat.
you know the deciding factor is how far is it,
Okay.
and the second is I try to eat healthy relatively.
Mhm.
You know, I gave up pizza for a year. Yeah, don't look at me with those. I did. I was on the one burger a month thing for a while too.
Okay.
Just to like I
Yeah.
gotta just to I'm African. I gotta keep this.
You got you. But I mean, but it doesn't crack. We
It doesn't
we
bend.
know. What?
African doesn't. I forgot who said that.
African doesn't bend? That
Yeah.
doesn't even rhyme.
No, African black don't crack.
Black don't crack.
African doesn't even bend.
Oh, okay. I
I
thought
forgot.
you
Who,
were trying to.
I forgot who said that.
African doesn't even bend. I'd believe that.
Oh, Kyle said that. I think Kyle said that.
Black don't crack.
Af-
African doesn't even bend.
Yes, I look like this. My dad looks like this. At 70, I'll be alright.
I'll be alright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look like this.
Oh,
the
I
rest
said
of
that. I said that on the Gray Area podcast. Shout out to Aaron Cheatham and Chad
Whoa.
Fisher. Yeah. I'm good.
Black don't crack. African don't even bend.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna eat. Is it healthy? I don't eat fast food much, so that's out of the question to
Mhm.
begin with. Like I said, I haven't had McDonald's in over 10 years. Burger King, Wendy's, none of that shit.
Yeah, get Burger King and Wendy's the fuck out of here.
Wendy's confused me when I first came here.
What?
Yes.
What about Wendy's confused you?
Square patty, round buns? Why?
Oh, I don't know.
Because you know the first Wendy's I've ever had,
Uh-huh.
when they wrap it up in the aluminum foil,
Yeah.
like the patty slid over the bun. I'm like, what the fuck is
Oh,
this?
What?
That was my first Wendy's I've ever had in this country. I'm like,
how soon?
who's this Wendy bitch who can't even wrap
Can't
a
even
burger
fucking
right?
wrap a burger. How soon getting to America did you have a Wendy's? Like I'm trying to get a reference for how new back was to the States.
Within a year.
Okay.
Within a year. Because a lot of those chains we don't have it in France. We have actually all the Burger Kings. I remember this. We only had McDonald's and Burger King in
Interesting.
France. Those are only two.
Huh.
And then all the Burger Kings closed in France. I
Whoa.
remember I was in middle school. They all closed.
They
So
all closed.
all closed.
Whoa.
And then there was there were three. There was McDonald's, Burger King, and then there was one called Quick,
Mm-hmm.
which is a Belgian. It's like McDonald's but Belgian.
Yeah.
It's just as good. Yeah, just as good. It's just Belgian.
Yeah.
And they invented fries, by the fucking way.
Those dudes?
No, but the Belgians.
Oh, the
Belgian.
Belgians.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fries are not French.
They're not
Belgian.
French.
They're Belgian. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Quick was all right. And so those are the three in the game, and then Burger King shut down, so just McDonald's and Quick.
Oh,
And then
shit.
they reopened a Burger King a few years ago, and there was only one. It was at a train station in Paris, and it was a line, like the entire train station. Just people wanted,
What?
like, did you really miss Burger King that bad?
No one ever has. No one ever has missed Burger King that bad.
The French did, but like I said, like fast food in France is a luxury. Well, not a
Oh, yeah,
luxury.
that's right. That's you
Because
said that.
it's not as ready available as it is here. Like every corner has some
Has
kind of
something.
burger joint.
Yeah.
Some fast food thing anyway, if it's not a Starbucks. So over there, it's like, oh, yeah, going to McDonald's. And actually, you ever heard that some food overseas doesn't taste the same as here? Like the
Yeah,
Coke,
yeah, yeah.
the Coke here is sweeter than the Coke in Europe.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And we had, I remember, and because of it's a different target demo.
yeah.
So you have to adjust. Like the French are not known for eating shitty. So
Mhm.
you're not going to give them shitty stuff.
Yeah.
So even like the promos that I remember, McDonald's had, there was a Big Mac
Mm-hmm.
with 2 patties. There was the Maxi Mac with 3 patties. And there was the Mega Mac with 4 patties. I was in middle school at the time.
I didn't even
Yeah.
know that there was more Max.
Yeah.
That there was only one.
And that lasted for a while. And I was like, okay, I'll have a Mega Mac. So a Mega Mac is like the equivalent of, I don't know, a double Whataburger maybe.
okay.
So it wasn't,
tracking.
it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But anyway, all that to say, I don't get your cravings.
All that end of the day.
I forgot what we said.
I
Oh,
don't-
Chipotle. That's
yeah,
what
we're
we
talking
got.
about Chipotle.
Okay,
Yeah.
Chipotle. Sorry. So that was a big parentheses. Let's close it.
Yeah.
I don't get cravings. You don't get cravings
We
either.
don't get- apparently, I don't get
We're normal.
cravings. Yeah.
We're normal folks. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So Chipotle was in my rotation for a minute.
Okay.
And even though it would give me the runs every fucking time. The same way you take shit at Barnes and Nobles.
You had the Mariko Aoki
Yes.
phenomenon at Chipotle.
Yes. But every fucking time.
Dude, it would do that for me too.
Goddamn, we're a lot alike for like being half our age, half my age. I appreciate that. The tradition lives on.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I have hope for your generation. We're gonna be okay. You're not as disconnected as I thought you were.
What can I say?
Things last.
Things last.
This is great.
You still get diarrhea at Chipotle.
But do you know other people who went to this?
Yeah, sort of. But here's the thing. What's crazy is that it only happened the first year I started eating Chipotle. Because like I said, I'm passionate about burrito chains.
Okay, what other burrito chains are out there?
So
I mean,
we
Firebird,
have-
not Firebird.
Freebirds.
Freebirds.
So the big three we got Qdoba, Chipotle,
Okay.
and Freebirds.
What's the first one?
Qdoba is it's a burrito place that is on I want to say it's on Guadalupe Street. And it's pretty much like Chipotle. It's you know what it is? It's Chipotle and Freebirds combined. It's the middle ground of the two.
Okay.
And it is the superior burrito place out of those three.
No diarrhea.
No diarrhea.
'Cause I don't get it from Freebirds either. I think Freebirds is pretty good.
I don't like Freebirds.
They got rid of their spinach wrap.
Oh
Spinach-
yeah, and a lot of
And
people
I'm
didn't like
why'd
that.
you do that? And then
Yeah.
you're gonna introduce some fucking some other kind of wrap. I'm like, why?
I'm
would
actually allergic to spinach.
All right, maybe the generation doesn't carry. Maybe I lost hope. I lost hope for your generation just
But
now.
no, Qdoba, that was my top one, and there was a Qdoba in Cedar Park where I grew up.
But it's local shit. Is that local?
I don't know if it's local. No, it's not because it's just like a countrywide thing.
A country white thing?
Countrywide thing.
Oh,
Yeah, we haven't done country white things since
everything is country white.
everything.
What
I
are
was
you
about to say
talking about?
everything's technically still country white.
Yeah, at some point it
As
was
soon as I
country
started
white.
saying that, I was like,
Yeah. That was
yeah.
subtly there. I get it.
But no, So what happened was I would there was Qdoba and a Chipotle by my house, like 5 minutes away from my house, and I would
Uh-huh.
only go to Qdoba. I was a loyalist.
Like they knew your name. They knew your order by
Knew my-
heart. Bowl
Yep.
or burrito.
Burrito all the way. I'm not a freak.
What's wrong with the bowl?
It's one of the bowl. It's a burrito place.
You just told me you ordered a pizza at La Madeleine.
But that was out of spite. That was strictly out of spite. I had an end game. I
But-
had an agenda.
Okay, but so people who don't have the tortilla or misfits, is that what
Yes,
you're trying to say?
100%. 100% they're misfits and they should be watched. They should be
They should wear aluminum foil on their
They should
head so
wear-
we can
yeah, they
recognize
should.
them on the street.
exactly. They should and
Oh.
they should all be registered and yeah, they should have to wear a pin.
Isn't it okay? Bread is not good for you. Isn't that what all that is?
No.
You need some carbs.
You
but
need
you're already
carbs.
you're already eating rice.
But here's the thing.
It's not a diet show, by the way. I don't want.
How bad is it to eat a tortilla?
It's not bad by itself.
Exactly.
It's a Mexican crepe.
It's a Mexican crepe.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not saying it's bad in itself. I'm saying that first of all, if you're a regular there, and that's your go-to.
You know what it is too.
What is it? Regular tortilla? Is it corn flour?
It's regular. It's
you
flour
can't do
tortilla.
spinach because
Yeah.
you're
Well, here's the thing.
fucked up in the head.
You know what it is?
What?
My order, it is the simplest burrito order you can have. I am a child. I'm 12 years old when I order a burrito. You want to know what my order is? And it's been like this since I was a kid. It is double chicken or steak.
Dark or white? There's only white. No, Freebirds does both. So
At Chipotle, I don't go to Freebirds, so at Chipotle there's only white chicken.
some chicken.
Yeah, there's only some chicken. There's
Yeah,
only
we get it from a
there's-
cow.
yeah, it's mixed chicken.
Yeah, it's mixed chicken.
Yeah, they're like it's light skinned chicken.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's country white's
it's
chicken.
country white's chicken. Yeah.
Okay, so
Our
chicken.
chicken's dad was black, so he can say the N word, pretty much. But it's double chicken, queso, double shredded cheese. That's it. And so maybe the reason why I am so against a bowl is because I myself can't get a bowl.
Because it's a boring ass bowl.
Exactly.
It's a
I
sad
don't
bowl.
get enough ingredients to get a bowl.
No lettuce, no.
Lettuce is a scam. Lettuce is the devil's biggest scam.
Why?
It's water. It's grass water. Lettuce adds nothing to the flavor profile of any food.
It looks good. It's green. Throw some colors in your meal,
I'm
man.
fine with colors.
Throw
but
some pico de gallo. Throw some reds.
ooh, I haven't actually tried it with pico de gallo. That might be good.
What pico's good, right?
Yeah, pico's great. I love pico.
Okay, so rice, queso. No rice.
No rice, no beans, chicken, queso, shredded cheese.
Chicken, queso, shredded cheese.
Yeah, and a toy with it.
That's not. You can't even make a pizza with that.
No, dude. Maybe that. Whoa.
No
I'm actually,
tomatoes.
No tomatoes. I'm actually discovering a
Sour
lot of.
cream.
No. I'm telling you, I've
What's
tried
the green sauce?
the verde sauce.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you do order like you're 12.
I order like I'm 12. And here's the thing: I've even tried, I've tried to branch out and get white rice, and like a bunch of other stuff, and it's not good.
It's not. It's not good. You just don't have taste.
I do have taste.
No, your buds are dead.
What?
That's different. I mean,
Is it because I kept ordering pizza at Le Malin?
yes,
At Le Malin?
yes. I mean, you pretty much set the bar by saying that. So now I'm like, I can't be surprised that you just get a burrito without rice in it.
I've tried. It's not like I'm ignorant. The only thing I will change about the burrito is
And that makes it the middle chain compared to Chipotle and Freebirds.
no. I think Qdoba is better. I think Qdoba is the best.
You don't even put all the stuff in it.
I don't do that when I go to Chipotle or Freebirds.
That is true. We don't even go to Freebirds, so forget
I don't
that.
even
But
go to
even at
Freebirds.
Chipotle,
I get the same thing. I've always gotten the same thing.
that's weird, man.
Yeah, dude. I don't like. Here's the thing.
Did you get a burger without the lettuce and the tomatoes too?
Yes,
Like a
I
fucking
do.
lunatic?
I don't get lettuce or tomatoes on my burger.
That's mental patient level ordering right
Not
there.
even. Not even. It's so normal. Just saying no lettuce,
Ugh.
tomatoes. I'll get put anything else on a burger. Put anything else on a burger and I'm fine. Lettuce, tomato, I can't do.
But you're not allergic, you just don't like it.
I just don't like it. And you know
Did
what
you
it
eat
is?
pizza?
You know what it is?
You put lettuce on a pizza, but you tomatoes.
I'll eat tomatoes on a pizza.
That makes no sense.
What? Why does that make no sense?
If you have
You know
tomatoes
what's,
on a pizza,
you know what's weird? What's the exact same thing? The only time the only time I'll eat pickles is on a Popeye's chicken sandwich,
but not in a burger.
not on a burger. The only time I will eat pickles is on a Popeye's chicken sandwich, specifically.
You should write a book.
I should write a book because I think a lot of
Write a
people.
fucking-
I think a lot of people want to know what I have to say.
The trials and tribulations of
Of,
Nathan Clingan
yeah.
going to order food. God, man, this is expand the palate a little bit.
I've been expanding. The
Okay,
palate.
what does not belong in a burrito? Since you're so passionate
What
about
does not belong in a burrito?
because you still agreed that a tomato and lettuce or pico, whatever you want. Even I like sour cream on my shit too.
interesting.
And I can't even say Mexican is my least favorite food.
Really
Yes, and I live in Texas.
interesting.
I don't because
Why would you say that? Is it just the food, or are you just like it's everywhere? Because I would understand if it's like it's everywhere. if it's a
no,
little bit
I
of both.
think it's. Should I put a disclaimer here?
Yeah,
I love my
100% put a
Mexican
discla-
folks.
Yeah.
No, you know what? Fuck a disclaimer. let me look at you right now and tell you. It's the same fucking ingredients with different names. It's
Yeah.
the same shit with different
100%.
names.
100% it is.
The sound, it's a tortilla, it's a burrito, it's a gordita. It's the same shit with different names.
It just gets smaller.
Either it gets smaller or like, oh, we wrap it in something different.
Mm-hmm.
Or you get a bowl like a fucking
Like a
normal
lunatic.
person.
Like a
No,
lunatic.
normal person who cares about their health.
Not even.
But I'm saying that's why I'm like, I mean, you can't even say Italian is all pasta because that's not true.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. I don't even know. I can't even pinpoint French cuisine and say French cuisine is that.
That is a French thing.
That is a French thing. Maybe hachis parmentier, that's French.
Gibberish to me.
Yeah, well, look it up. It's hachis parmentier is literally ground meat with mashed potatoes with a little bit of cheese on top.
That's a French thing?
Yeah, hachis parmentier. Yeah, but you have
Interesting.
done right. It's actually we used to have that in at the cafeteria in school. It's actually pretty good, but I can't pinpoint this is French food.
Yeah.
I can pinpoint Senegalese food because it's mostly rice based. So it's rice, different sauces, spinach sauce, peanut butter sauce. I don't even like peanut butter. Onion
Is that really all
sauce.
Senegalese food is? Is like rice and like
For the most part, 'cause,
something else?
I mean, you're feeding 20 motherfuckers.
Yeah, so you gotta on
The
a
rice
budget.
is easy to make.
Yeah.
So you just make the rice, you make the sauce, you kill a lamb in the morning, chop it up, throw it in there, and then you
Whoa.
can feed everybody around a bowl. It's it's
crazy.
easy, but I know and I love it. But what I'm saying is, Mexican food, or even Tex-Mex, whenever that shit happened, it's just that.
It's just that, yeah. It's a bunch of different, not even different. It's a bunch of the same thing, a little different.
Yeah, I mean, throw a monkey wrench in your recipes every once in a while. Here's pineapples with your shit.
After this comes out, we're gonna have to move. This is not being released,
You want the best episode ever? Here you have it, man.
and it's not getting released. The
This
best
is-
episode of the feedback is not getting released.
No, but that's okay. What is considered? And this is actually very telling, and I want your answer on this. I have my idea, but I want your answer
I'll
on
give
this.
you my honest answer.
Please don't bullshit me. What is considered American food? American cuisine. I can't even say cuisine when it comes to
American cuisine. American
C'est quoi la
cuisine.
cuisine américaine? C'est quoi?
Um,
If you say burger and fries. No, actually,
I was
I'll
about
just
to-
shut up. I'll just shut
yeah.
up. Go ahead.
okay. I think this is a super depressing answer.
I know.
Now that I'm thinking about it, what's the depressing part is like I'm thinking about it and I'm thinking about like the history of all these foods
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, fuck.
Doesn't look good, does it?
No. So I would say burger and fries,
Okay.
hot dogs,
Right. Keep going.
certain sandwiches, maybe. But
You
you know what?
can make a panini, but even a panini is not from here. Fried Twinkies.
Fried Twinkies is the top one, obviously. And then let's see, what's that? And chicken tenders. Honestly, if I was,
Yeah, actually,
if
yeah.
I were to be like, this is what American food is. Yeah, it would be hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken,
Wouldn't barbecue count?
barbecue. Yeah, barbecue would
I
be
think
one.
but barbecue is a regional
But
thing.
also everybody else has their own barbecue. Like everyone does barbecue.
In the world?
Yeah,
Yeah, to some degree. If you take a piece of meat, throw it on the grill, it's not.
yeah.
I
Like
mean,
Korean barbecue, Japanese barbecue.
Yeah. True. So yeah, forget barbecue then.
Yeah, I was gonna say barbecue's kind of just something that everybody does.
Yes.
But
If you throw meat on the grill, it's barbecue.
it's barbecue. Yeah, but no, I'm just thinking about like,
Mac and cheese.
dude, yes, mac and cheese.
And
no,
you're
not
proud.
even.
That was so.
Not even.
Because it's
Mac
pasta.
mac and cheese is probably it's Italian.
Oh, probably. Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't come up with that. Damn.
dude. Well, here's the thing. The reason why I was like, fuck, this sucks, is because America's a melting pot, so like it's everybody else's stuff that they brought over here.
Yeah.
But like the foods that like originated in America are super bummers. Like hot dogs. A hot dog is not because like steaks or like other like barbecues, like it's a certain piece of
Right.
the animal.
Right.
But a hot dog is just all the leftover bits from the pig that they didn't use, but back then because like there wasn't like because people were like starving,
Uh-huh.
they needed cheap food. They just put it all together, wrapped it, sent it off, and then that's that. Back in the day when they would make hot dogs,
Mm-hmm.
you had a good chance, a really, really good chance that there was either a finger in there or like some sort of rodent feces or rodent.
I don't understand why people eat you know that first of all, why are hot dogs selling packs of 4? No, there's something weird about like if you buy in buns, it's like it's like 8
Oh, it's
buns.
like one off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, dude.
Because you don't want you to buy two.
Ever since I learned the history of hot dogs, I've disassociated.
Yeah, there's your American cuisine right there.
Yeah, American cuisine. That's what I'm proud
Seriously.
of.
Well, and I never heard of cheesecake until I came here. And triple layer chocolate cake.
Interesting. I feel like that would definitely be somebody else's thing.
No, you would think the French come up with it because they like cheese. They knew how to do cheese, know how to do cake.
Yeah.
But never heard of cheesecake until I came here.
Whoa.
Like cheesecake is a thing, and I remember the first time I tried it. I'm like, first of all, I don't taste cheese.
Is it an American thing? Let's look that up. Let's see if cheesecake's an American thing.
I'm not. Maybe it's not, but I'm saying I've never heard of it. And when it comes to pastries, the French got that.
Yeah. No, the French got pastries down. Okay. Cheesecake.
Is there actually cheese in it?
I don't know. I think it's cream cheese.
If you don't know, we're in trouble,
Dude.
We are in trouble because I'm not gonna tell
It is
you.
cream
I'm not gonna.
cheese.
Huh?
It is cream cheese, and it came from ancient Greece. Cheesecake came from ancient Greece. According to anthropologists who have found cheese molds dating back to that period, cheese making can be
Cheese molds?
what? Or is this just saying where cheese came from?
Yes.
What the hell? No, the history of cheesecake and cream cheese.
Okay.
Let's see, cream cheese, and then where's the cheesecake? Cheesecake is technically pie, not cake.
No,
That makes
fuck
sense.
off.
That makes sense. No,
Fuck off.
that makes sense.
Okay, it's a tart.
Yeah. Interesting. Oh, this doesn't have where it came from.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Some American
think-
scientist
Because I feel like if it came from ancient,
from turn of the century just
Yeah.
like, oh,
Just like,
throw some cheese. I have some leftover cheese.
I have
add some
leftover
flour.
cream cheese. Yeah.
Eggs, the cheesecake.
I can't get behind cheesecake personally.
I can't either.
I can't get behind it.
You know what? I don't even eat dessert in this country.
I'm not a sweets guy.
I don't either. But
I'm not a dessert dude.
my son today at La Madeleine
Le Melin.
ordered. You know what an eclair is?
It's like a little donut with a little thing in it.
What?
It's like a long donut with cream in it.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
chocolate
yeah.
on top or coffee, whatever.
Yeah.
And like a dumbass, he wanted it.
My son, the dumbass.
No, he was like, Papa, je veux ça. I want this. And
Can
I'm
he
like,
speak French?
yeah, he's bilingual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Badass.
Yes. So it's even funnier that when I take him to the bathroom at La Madeleine, he's like,
He's like, why
Are they counting?
Why are they just counting?
are they counting? But anyway, so he goes, I want that. And I'm like, eclair? He goes, yeah. And I'm like, it's one of those, like, I would rather wait until I take you to France so you can have a real
An
one.
actual one.
An actual eclair. Because
Yeah.
you can go any restaurant on the corner because that's all France is. That's all Paris is.
It's
a bunch
just
of restaurants.
restaurants.
Just restaurants.
Restaurants, cafes.
Pretty much. And I'm like, no, you know what? I get it. But like an even bigger dumbass, I got the creme brulee
Ooh.
and expected it to be better.
You don't get creme brulee anywhere.
No, you don't.
It's like creme brulee. I feel like it's like margaritas. You don't get margaritas at any. Like you can't go to a bar
There's-
and just be like, "Give me a margarita."
There's one place that used to do creme brulee right, and it's shut down.
What is it?
Chez Nous, the French restaurant that was downtown off of 6th Street.
Oh, they do it. They did it right.
Yeah, it's run by French people. Since like the 70s or the 80s.
Damn.
And it shut down because of COVID. And that you went, even their butter was French.
Their butter was French.
And I was proud of going there and going like, give me the bread, their butter, like this is what I grew up on.
Damn.
You like to where you could eat whatever bread they give you at Olive Garden or at fucking Red Lobster, that is not bread. Or at Chili's, not bread. The bread they gave you at that spot, that was the real whatever baguette you get at HEB is not a baguette.
That's not a
It's
baguette.
not a baguette.
Yeah.
Maybe Central Market has it a little closer. Maybe.
I like
'cause
Central Market a lot.
Their croissants. Why am I saying croissant? God,
Croissant.
I've been in this country too
Yeah,
fucking long.
dude. You need to get out of here.
I need a vacation, is what it is, and get my passport and get the fuck
I
out
was
of
gonna
here
say
for a bit.
take the son to France.
No, I will, and I wanted. I really wanted his first French pastry to be from there.
Yeah.
and I fucked up, and then I literally I didn't want to eat too much of it, so I
you
ate
were like, hey man, don't make this.
no, I ate most of it.
You ate most of it.
Yes,
You
'cause
took the sacrifice.
Yes, I'm like, I don't want you to get too much of this taste because it's sweet and he doesn't like sweet stuff because we try not to feed him the sweet stuff. 'Cause he'll tell me, he'll be like, Daddy, it's too sweet, or Daddy, my
Really?
stomach hurts. Like he'll tell us that. And so I'm like, man, my first bite, I took a first bite before I gave it to him, and I was like, holy fuck, this is sweet. And I'm like,
you're like, this is gonna fuck him up.
yes, fuck him up. He just took a shit at La Madeleine while listening to the
While
counting.
this dude was counting. You know what I realized? For a kid who can speak French, the La Madeleine bathroom is probably the most terrifying experience ever, because it's just a woman counting slowly,
Yes.
and then her just going, and then like her just being like, "Hey, can I have some water?" Or just like, "Where is the cafe?"
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be terrifying.
He's like, who's talking?
Who's talking right now? Who's just saying things?
And so I had like maybe 2/3 of it because I knew if I ate the whole thing, he'd be pissed at me. But he was like licking the chocolate and everything. I'm like, fuck. And meanwhile, I had the creme brulee sitting there.
You were like, I also gotta eat this thing.
I gotta eat this thing because I don't want him to see that and go, Daddy, can I try
can
this?
I have this?
No, I don't want that. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna like fucking 7 scoops. I ate that thing.
You were like, I'm late. I need to.
Yes,
Just
I'm
down this creme brulee.
sacrificing my colon right now for my son,
Whoa.
so that he doesn't.
That's fatherhood right there.
Yes,
That's fatherhood.
this is my Father's Day moment. A few days later, but
A few days later,
but
several
still,
days later.
I was proud. I was like, I can't let him have this. I really. He's already having. I forgot what we had. We had salmon, which is
Yeah.
and broccoli that tastes like nothing, because
Yeah.
broccoli really tastes like nothing.
Broccoli itself, yeah, it tastes like nothing.
No, I mean, if you're gonna have broccoli, like throw some butter, throw some salt, throw something on it. But it was literally, it's like they just
Just
chopped
broccoli.
it up
Just
and
steamed broccoli.
and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it, nothing. So, why did we go to that Madeleine at all?
We've also been talking about food for like,
I know.
so like I was like this is a dietary podcast right now. This is 100%.
Look, I've had the therapy podcast. I've had the diet podcast. When Kyle was on, we actually did talk about diet a lot because he's.
Dude, what's crazy?
And we've been talking for how long? Almost an hour already.
Look at that.
So it's going to
Dude.
be an hour 40 episode.
Dude, what's crazy is that the people listening to this, they're like I forgot the main stuff we were talking about, but they're like, it's just gonna be like one conversation and then hard stop, and then just like, all right, guys, here's food for an hour. The best episode of the
And
FeedBak.
we left it off, and I said, yeah, so what else did you do? You're like, yeah, I'm ready to play.
Yeah, and you're like,
We're going to cut that question.
you're like boring.
Yeah, fuck that. We're talking about BTS. Who gives a fuck about BTS?
Oh, we did talk about BTS.
Yes.
That was the one bit of information I was like, dang, I'm bummed that didn't make it.
Yeah, because I learned a lot.
Yeah.
So do your Googles. If you ever want to know more about BTS, if you're running to Nate, he knows everything about Korean pop music and how they are
Unfortunately.
manufactured on an assembly line.
Pretty
and
much.
They're recycled.
It's terrifying. And you want to know something that's even crazier
Uh-huh.
that I didn't tell you? So, they have so basically like Korean entertainment is through these idols.
What do you mean aisles?
Okay. Idols are what
Oh, idols.
Idols.
I
Yeah.
thought you meant aisle like a supermarket.
No,
Okay.
no. Idols are what Korean pop stars are called, like
Okay.
Korean superstars. Basically, all of Korea's entertainment are through these idols, whether they're like singing, like dancing, or like whether they're on like variety shows.
Mhm.
Like that's what it is.
Okay.
It's kind of like how England's entertainment is like mainly through like comedians, just like comedians on a show
Okay.
talking. So like these idols fucking do everything. They have Olympics. The idols have Olympics. And it's like just celebrity games.
They have to do obstacle course and shit?
No, they do like legit regulation Olympic games. And they don't. And you would think that like
Okay, define Olympic Games because I'm thinking they're throwing the disc and they're running a fucking.
they're doing like they're running, they're doing archery, they're doing like shooting, like.
But it's a show or it's an actual competition.
It's a competition.
And if you win, what happens?
It's just like I don't know.
You're a big idol now.
No, it's not even that. Like it's amongst idols. Like
It's televised.
it's televised. It's
There's
televised.
an audience.
Yeah.
People
and
pay to
idols,
see that shit live.
and idols compete against each other in these Olympics. And what's crazy, because like if America did that, it would kind of be a joke. Just be like, oh, watch Jack Black.
It's like watching
Shot put.
celebrities do the play basketball during the
The celebrity game,
during the fucking
the All-Star game.
the All-Star game.
Yeah,
It's the same shit. Like,
but
who cares?
that-
Kevin Hart can't jump. Who cares?
But for some reason, he's won MVP 3 years in a row.
yes.
But no, like with with the celebrity game, you're just kind of like, this is kind of a bummer. Like none of them are really good at basketball.
yeah,
These idols, dude, are legit good at whatever event they do.
like athlete level.
Athlete level good.
Wow,
They don't, dude.
man, their
They're fit.
manufacturing is
They
pretty
are-
deep.
Yeah, these idols are fit. Like what my theory is that they are training these idols to like overthrow nations. That's what I think.
And an army of
Yeah.
BTS.
Like if South Korea had to overthrow a nation, they would send BTS, and the members would just assassinate the leader.
They'll
like,
trauma them first.
They are the Avengers. BTS is the event. Like they have the physique. They are the Avengers.
They sure know how to like take over my feed and take over. Like didn't they perform at the Grammy? Not is it the Grammys?
Probably.
They perform at a huge show. Dude, like who the fuck are these kids?
Yeah.
And I don't keep up with music as much as I used to
Mhm.
because I there's a theory that by the time you're 33, you don't listen to to new music anymore. That is a study.
Interesting.
Because at that point, you've already had the soundtrack of your life. You see what I mean?
Huh.
Because first, and then life happens. You get
Yeah.
married. You got kids. So you listen to what the kids are listening to. So you don't have the time to dig in the crates like you used to, or download
Yeah.
music, or start a playlist. So whatever's on the radio is really what you listen to, but you don't really care as much.
You're
you might
kinda
have one
half
favorite
listening.
song. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I've told my story a bunch of times, but like the amount of music that I downloaded over the years, I have spindles and spindles of CDs in my closet of albums that I got because at the time I was into it.
Yeah.
Now I don't have the time, so I listen to those. Like my mom still listens to the music that she grew up on, like French pop music
Whoa.
from the 60s and 70s, which makes
Huh.
sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is like 33 is the age because you remember, the song you're listening to, your first kiss, first time you got laid,
Yeah.
the prom, all these key moments in life have
Have a
already
song.
happened, or you got married,
Yeah.
and so you already danced to your favorite songs. When you went to parties, it was basically the songs of the time.
So that's already established.
That's already established. You already have the soundtrack of your life.
Whoa.
So by the time you're 33, you're like,
there's no point."
whatever. I don't care about BTS. I don't care about Post Malone. I don't care about
Huh.
whoever the fuck is up right now. Baby, little baby, young baby, the baby,
All the babies.
all the babies. I
Boss
ain't got time
Baby.
for that.
Yeah.
So it's because you're listening to whatever the kids listening to. You just don't care anymore. So
Whoa.
look forward to that shit.
Look forward to
Youngin-
not because I'm already bored with music. I'm already just kind of like,
You have all the time in the world. Just fucking dig. Good music. Here's the thing. The difference between. Now I'm turning into the old uncle
Yeah,
podcast. The difference between now and then is that now that music is so accessible and there's too much of it in your face. Right?
it's too much of a good thing.
Yeah, and there's not as much of put it this way, the end game to getting into the music business is not necessarily the passion for it, is the famous aspect of it,
Yeah.
right? And the money part of it, because you start in music, and you end up on TV, you end up in the movies, you end up with your own brand of whatever, you end up with your own chain of whatever, right? So the business side of music is more attractive than the music itself.
Yeah.
So you could be the hot artist for 5 years, and then after that, you move on to something else, right? Back then, you got into music because you loved the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And you didn't have to crank something out every month
To stay relevant.
to stay relevant. Like an album could take years to put together,
Mhm.
and you were okay with that.
And
Because-
everybody else was okay with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And getting that album was an actual experience. You go to the store, you dig in the thing, you get the album out. There's a cover, there's credits, there's lyrics, there's artwork, there's or it's the vinyl or whatever.
Yeah.
But now it's like, yeah, click, I can just listen to it, and so now you don't even put out albums anymore. You put out singles. There's tons of artists out there who are hot right now. They don't
just
have
do
albums.
singles.
They just do singles because that's how they stay relevant. Because they go viral, and it's the song of the year or the song of the summer. Everybody gonna talk about it for a little bit, and then they're gonna forget your ass because the next
song of
the
the
next
summer.
song is coming.
Yeah.
The next song is coming out. So it's not the same um, context in which you're releasing music.
Yeah.
So in that sense, it's like as much as before, it was in your face, but you knew who were the bands or the groups or the artists. You knew who they were. You didn't have to be a fan, but you knew who they were. You had, you had a Michael, you had a Madonna, you had a Prince. Everybody knew who they were.
Yeah.
You didn't have to dig deep to get to have access to them. And then as technology gets better, now the barrier to entry goes down, and there's tons of shit, and you have to go through all the bullshit to actually get to the good stuff, but you don't have time for it by the time you're 33.
Damn.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Yeah.
I didn't even do the study, but that's just what makes sense to me.
Whoa.
As an old uncle, look, son,
Yeah.
let me tell you.
Hey, look, nephew.
Let me tell you how it's going to be 10 years, 20 years from now.
Dang.
Well, 10 years from now for you.
Yeah. That's crazy though. I didn't even realize that. But that makes
You haven't. You're still young,
that
but it's going to hit you.
Makes sense.
It's gonna, no, you can always be, and I know a lot of kids like that are old souls. They're like, yeah, I'm not really into what's hot. Like I still listen to, James Brown. I still listen to Queen. I still listen to, Otis Redding, or still listen to I don't know, the Stones, whatever, because their parents made them,
Yeah.
or they just were exposed. Every dancer, every DJ has that story. Yeah, my dad had a record collection, and this is what I grew up
That's what
with.
That's what I
Exactly.
just listened to.
If I listen to my dad's stuff, I'd be listening to Cuban music.
Really?
Yeah, so I went my own way.
You were
hip-hop.
like, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip on that. I know 2 songs. and
Yeah.
I'm gonna like,
I'm gonna
walk my own path. Thank you,
Yeah.
Dad. This is your music.
you.
It doesn't make sense to me. It's in Spanish. What the fuck is you doing?
Thank you, but you're not gonna shape.
I'm not trying to learn Spanish, Dad.
No.
And not Cuban Spanish at that.
Cuban Spanish.
Anyway, man, we've been at this for an hour. It's an hour 40. This is good.
This is a good.
God damn it.
Yeah. Yes.
I said it was good. I didn't say it was the best.
Yeah, but the look
episode.
you gave me, insinuated it.
I didn't say it was the best, but I mean, like I said, look, the one before this one was 2 hours long,
Yeah.
but she talks a lot, and she's great person to talk to, but man, she talks a lot. And I try to throw in a question every once in a while was tough, but it was I thought it was a great conversation nonetheless. Like I getting to know somebody on a deeper level than whatever the fuck they do, I think is interesting. I'm fascinated by people and their stories, so now I know that, you shit at Barnes and Nobles and you can't have free birds, and you realize that American cuisine is shit.
Yeah.
Just
It's
today,
so depressing.
it took you 21 years to realize that. You should have been like, Dad, what the fuck you doing to me?
Yeah. Why am I here?
Yeah, what, McDonald's? What the fuck?
Yeah.
La Madeleine? That's
Le
your,
Malin?
that's considered fucking
Fine dining? Fine
yes,
French
what's
dining?
wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I just got here and you're already feeding me shit. But yeah, this is good. No, I really enjoyed it. So,
I had a lot of fun too.
what's you have your dope shit?
Okay, here's my dope shit.
And it can't be that restaurant that you just
It's
order.
not Qdoba.
the lamest burrito ever.
My dope shit is musicals and comic books.
Okay, what musical?
Music-
I've only been to 3.
Which ones have you been to?
The Book of Mormon.
Amazing.
That was my first one, actually.
Really,
Yes, that
it's
was
one
my.
of my favorite. It's probably
Oh man,
my
I
favorite
laughed so
musical.
hard.
It is.
I
It's
saw
my
old
favorite
people
musical.
with like season passes to
Mhm.
the
To the
basketball to the
baths?
hall walk off. And I'm like, yeah, you guys, you know that this
Yeah,
you don't know this. You just have let's go see musical Saturday night, and then next thing you
dude.
know, it's like fuck you God, and yeah,
It
yeah,
is. It's my favorite musical of all time. Book of
yes.
Mormon for sure. Favorite musical. What was the other ones you've seen?
Hamilton,
Okay. Yeah. Also great. I mean, you can't
yes,
really.
you can't fuck with
Yeah, you.
Hamilton.
Yeah, you can't say anything bad.
I'm trying to think of my third one now. Oh, it wasn't a musical. It was like a dance. Was it? No, it wasn't musical. Never mind. So only two.
Oh,
So
still too good.
I'm good.
Two.
I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to.
I'm not
Whatever the
trying to.
I'm good now.
I'm not trying to broaden my horizons. No,
Eh,
dude.
I'm not gonna go see La La Land if that's what you're asking. No.
Dude, I genuinely think musicals, that is like the peak of performance. Singing,
I can. I
acting,
respect. I respect. Yeah, I can see that.
and dancing. Like,
I can see that.
yeah, I think
Not for everybody. but
definitely not for everybody, because yeah, a lot of people can't do them. But like, just giving them a chance and like watching it and just like kind of letting go of everything,
Mm-hmm.
guarantee like you'll be able to at least find something that you like.
So your dope shit. What musical would you? Is there a new one that's out now? Is it West Side Story again? Like what's
West Side Story's good. I wouldn't recommend the
Mamma Mia?
revival. Dude, Mamma Mia's always hits.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Cats?
dude.
Did you see Cats?
I did see Cats.
Did you see the one on TV, the movie one
Yeah,
with James Corden as a fat cat?
dude.
I didn't bother, but I know it's out there.
It's yeah, it happened and I watched it and I was like, "Oh, man. The original Cats is good." If you're going
Okay.
to watch Cats, watch the they made a movie in the 80s when the show came out, and it's basically just a recording of the stage,
Mm-hmm.
and it's amazing
Okay.
because the show's amazing. I'm trying to think of like if there's one that Kinky Boots I feel like is one of the most underrated musicals of all time.
Is it out? Is it?
Yeah,
Are people,
it
is
came.
it on tour or something?
Maybe I don't know. I know you can like listen to the album, and I think there's a performance of it on Broadway HD, which is like one of the streaming services that they have for musicals.
Okay.
But yeah, Kinky Boots, dope shit. Also, I've been kind of getting back into like reading like comic books, 'cause that was always like a big part of my life growing up because I'm a nerd. And
Sure you are.
yeah, and also the conversation that got cut off. I'm wanting to write a Spider-Man show.
That's
Uh,
right. That's right.
Yeah, I
That's
want to
right.
write a Spider-Man TV show, and so lately I've been like kind of
Rereading Spider-Man.
rereading a bunch of Spider-Man.
Marvel, DC, what?
I love both. Marvel, for sure, all
Yeah.
the way, my top tier.
Okay.
But no, I've just been rereading a bunch of Spider-Man and also reading the current run of Spider-Man, which is written by
Like
Nick Spencer.
Homecoming. The comic book. Sorry.
Yeah, the comic books.
I don't
which
even
is-
know. I don't read the comic books.
Yeah, no. So yeah, Nick Spencer's current run of the Amazing Spider-Man is so far phenomenal from what I've read.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude, I'd say that's my dope shit.
Trying to think. Now I gotta think of a good dope shit because I had one.
Do you do a dope shit at the end too?
Yeah. I
Okay,
always
what's
do.
your dope shit?
Fuck. Now I gotta think. I don't want dead air. That would suck. 'Cause I had one, and I gave it yesterday.
You used it on
I used it on Rachel's.
Rachel.
Yeah, it was the Megalobox anime on Netflix. It's usually a TV show that I'm watching.
Oh, another dope shit. Space Sweepers
What?
on Netflix. Space Sweepers is this Korean movie that my best friend showed me the other night,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, it's on Netflix and it's really 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 cool. It's kind of like
I need a new show. I think that's what
I need a
that's
new
what it
show
comes down
too.
to.
Watch Daredevil. Have you seen Daredevil?
On the Netflix one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
Meh.
You didn't like Daredevil?
Meh.
I really enjoyed it.
I liked the Punisher better.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see Luke Cage?
Yeah, I did. That was sad.
Like sad in a good way or sad in a bad way?
Sad in a bad way because nobody could act in that fucking show.
That's true.
No,
Mahershala Ali?
except for him.
I was about to say.
Except for him.
I was like,
Everybody
ooh,
else,
I'll get
the
heated.
dude that plays Luke Cage can suck. The only other thing that I liked about Luke Cage that the episodes were named after hip hop songs.
Yeah, that was cool.
Like the Gangstar, is it Moment of Truth or the other one? Anyway, the whole every episode was named after a track from a Gangstar album. I thought that was dope, and the soundtrack is great too.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm sorry, the acting is fucking poor.
Except for Mahershala Ali, he can do no
yes,
wrong.
yes, he's okay.
I'm trying to think of any.
I can't. I really. I'm fucking blanking.
You're
out.
blanking on your dope shit.
Yeah, I'm blanking on my dope shit. I haven't seen dope. Well, actually, I'll plug the Gray Area podcast that was just recently on.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So Aaron Cheatham and Chad Fisher invited me to talk about me on their podcast. By the way, they have a full-on fucking studio in there because it's a podcast network.
Yeah.
And it's you go into this office building and there's a dude with like 5 screens and a big ass board.
Whoa.
I mean, dude, a kid, probably younger than you. And then 3 cameras shoot like the whole 9. The sound is fucking incredible. You probably wouldn't. That shit that happened to me.
It wouldn't happen.
It would never.
Would
Somebody
not
get
happen.
fired if that happened at that place. But yeah, it was fun because we talked about my 3 favorite things: cartoons, hip hop, and comedy. And we played this game, and that was a great. It was actually pretty tough. It was like, think about a comic and who they are in hip hop. So who's the Biggie?
Whoa.
Who's the Biggie of comedy? Who's the Nas of comedy? Or he would throw out like Bill Cosby. Who's Bill Cosby in the hip hop world? Like R. Kelly.
Immediately.
Like next. But it was very interesting. It was actually pretty tough because he threw some comics.
Whoa.
And it was like, okay, who's Tupac? And we said Tupac was Pryor, and
Yeah.
Biggie was Carlin.
Really?
I said yes, and the reason why, because you have to justify it.
Yeah.
He started off with like Kevin Hart was LL Cool J. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Kevin Hart is LL
Yeah,
Cool
when he
J?
first said, then he broke it down. He broke down why that was the case, and I actually agreed with him
What?
because Kevin Hart, just like LL Cool J, started hard
Yeah.
with like "Mama Knock You Out," and then I'm a grown little man,
Yeah.
and then he became big, and then his music started sucking. Like all that that
Whoa.
like when you think of Headsprung, you think of maybe Who Do You Love was
Big
okay.
Sele.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. You're like, okay, this is Kevin Hart's last special. And so
This is no fucks given.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And so in that sense that they got bigger than the original craft that they were doing, and they were dope at first,
Yeah.
and then it got bigger and it kind of like diluted their original thing.
Whoa.
Because Kevin Hart hasn't had a hit movie in a long time.
That's a huge like wake up call.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They'll be fine. They're just
Oh,
doing
no,
bigger
yeah.
things.
But
They're-
no, like you pointing that out, I'm like, whoa, like that's super eye opening.
yeah.
True.
So he broke it down that way because at first when you said that, I'm like, really?
You're like,
Cool
what
J?
the hell?
Yeah, but it was a good game to play. It was like who's Chris Rock? Who's the Eminem of comedy? And it was a great game. So I really loved it. And then it was like top 5 best cartoons ever. They played that too.
What were your top 5?
You probably Tom and Jerry is my top.
Really?
Nothing comes close to Tom and Jerry.
Interesting.
Nothing.
Huh.
Here's why.
Yeah, give me why.
It's the only cartoon that I know, and I've watched. Look, I know theme songs for days.
Yeah.
Cartoons, it's stuck in my head. It's the only. They don't talk. It's all music, and
Yeah.
the gags don't repeat. You ever notice that? They rarely repeat in Tom and Jerry.
You don't have the same gag twice.
Rarely, very rarely. Think Roadrunner and Wile E.
Huh.
Coyote. Same
Yeah.
shit. He draws a tunnel on the fucking boulder, and he
Crashes
goes
into it.
through, and Wiley doesn't get to it. It's the same shit over and over again.
Huh.
Think any cartoon when there's always the protagonist wins.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's any Disney shit,
Yeah.
any Hanna-Barbera,
Yeah.
or even really Warner Brothers. This Scooby Doo always figure out who the
who it
fucking
is.
dude the monster was. Tom and Jerry, sometimes Jerry wins, sometimes Tom wins.
I know that.
Yeah.
I've only ever seen episodes.
No,
where,
I mean there've been different directors
mhm.
because it was started by Hanna and Hanna-Barbera.
Uh-huh.
They started Tom and Jerry. I went into a fucking rabbit hole on YouTube about that shit. And they came up with Tom and Jerry, and then there was one version, and then Chuck Jones took over, and there were different directors over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And Tom and Jerry started in the 40s, like 40s,
Really?
50s. Yeah, this is how old they are.
I didn't know
So
it was
to
that
make
old.
a Tom and Jerry cartoon took months because all the animation, and you
Yeah,
can see the style evolving over the years,
Mhm.
like the way Tom looks, and like the movie that was fucking horrendous. That's like the Tom that we know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, because they were so creative. Fit my dope shit is Tom and Jerry then.
Yeah, dope
Uh,
shit, Tom and Jerry.
Because they were so creative in, first of all, the different environments they threw them in.
Mm-hmm.
Tom and Jerry been everywhere. They've been in space. They played tennis. They went to Broadway. They played piano. They were in Mexico. I mean, they've been everywhere. They've been in Africa. They've been everywhere. They've been in ice. They've been in. I love it when it's in the house because
Yeah.
they start breaking shit,
Yeah.
right? Or you bring in the elephant and you paint the elephant like a giant mouse. Or they bring Uncle Pecos, who's Jerry's uncle, who's the country dude who sings the song called Crambo, fucking Crambone, which is dope. Tom has a cousin who's scared of scared of mouse.
Whoa.
So that's what I'm saying. Like they just from that alone,
Yeah.
they were able to expand an entire universe by keeping the same two characters that don't talk. And you could close your eyes and watch Tom and Jerry. Watch Tom and Jerry, close your eyes, and just by the sounds alone and the music, you should be able to tell what's going on. That's why Tom and Jerry is the best cartoon ever made.
Whoa.
I did in college. I took a music class for the
Yeah.
fuck of it, and my my final exam was about cartoon music and the different composers
Yeah.
of cartoon music. And there was this guy named Carl Stalling who did most of the Warner Brothers
Yeah.
music. And by the way, they're full on orchestras you can find on YouTube
Doing the cartoon music.
doing cartoon music. Like there's actually an orchestra. There's a girl. This Cat Concerto is my favorite Tom and Jerry episode when Tom plays the piano and then Jerry is in the piano and they
Mhm.
fuck with each other.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
that's actually a Franz Liszt was the composer
Mm-hmm.
song. I forgot what's the name of the type. Anyway, there's a girl who actually recreated that like with her piano while the fucking cartoon's playing on the giant screen. It's fucking incredible.
That's so
Pe-
cool.
So I did my thing was about cartoon music, and I was lucky because the 2 days before my exam, there was that episode of Porky Pig meeting the dodo bird. You ever seen that one?
No.
And it was music composed by Carl Stalling,
Mm-hmm.
and that was my thesis. Is like, look, if you're making cartoon music, you should be able to close your eyes and you should be able to tell what's going on because that's all they had.
Yeah.
Except for fucking Mel Blanc who did 1,000 voices,
Yeah.
like Bugs Bunny. He did them all, but Tom and Jerry was always that. It was always
And that never
music
changed from
and sound
that.
effects. They tried to make a movie where they actually found out they talk. It didn't work.
Yeah.
It didn't fucking work. But the whole point is that you have these two. It's cat and mouse. It's the most basic fucking
Yeah.
concept ever, and yet you're able to create an entire universe around these two characters, where sometimes one wins, sometimes the other wins. You throw them in Texas, you throw them in on the golf course, you throw them in someone's house, you throw them in somewhere on an island, you throw them on a boat. Doesn't
And
matter.
It's
It's
the same
still-
thing, but not.
Exactly. That's why Tom and Jerry is the best cartoon ever made.
Wow.
I'm glad I recorded this. Because I can't. Okay, Tom and Jerry is my dope shit.
Tom and Jerry's a dope shit.
There's actually, if you go to HBO Max, I believe they're all
Do
on
they
there.
have all of them?
I think they're all of them.
Well, good thing I'm rich because I have HBO Max.
Yes, or just get it from someone else. But I think they're on there. I don't know if it's all, but there is a YouTube channel that has them all, but it's split in threes.
The episodes are?
Yeah, which is not too bad. I mean, Tom and Jerry lasts for like about 7 minutes.
Okay.
So it's not too bad. And then if you queue them up right, you can actually, because I did that with my son.
You just watch Tom and Jerry?
Yep.
Your son likes Tom and Jerry?
Yes. There's one episode where Tom serenades a female cat, and he sings this song called "Is You Is or Is You Ain't My Baby," which is like a song from I don't know the 30s or something like that. It's a real song, but he sings it. But it's actually it's the actual song, and he serenades this girl. But this cat, this pussy, and there's a dog, Spike, or no, the dog's name's Killer, and who's like in the backyard, and they start fighting and stuff. But he loves the song. My son loved that song. He was like 2 years old, singing "Is You Is or Is You Ain't My Baby," and then Jerry gets woken up from the noise of Tom playing the bass.
That's so cool. Now I have to go watch Tom and Jerry.
When we're done, I'm gonna show you that clip because it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
it's just so fucking good. Anyway, Tom and Jerry's my dope shit. Nate, when can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, basically pretty much any social media. At Nate Clingan or Nathaniel Clingan. That's AEL because I'm not a freak, and it's not IEL. AEL, which is the proper way to spell it, and I don't want to hear any reasons why. So yeah, Instagram, Twitter, at Nate Clingan. You can also catch me on Monday nights at the Romo Room, which every other week I host an open mic, and then starting this next week, I'm hosting a best of Romo Room open mic show on Monday nights. So we're starting that this Monday. So I hope that works out, and if it doesn't, we'll just go back to Monday night every week, open mic. But I'm hoping that works out. That's at the Romo Room on Monday nights at 7:30.
At the Brass Tap in the domain.
At the
Check
Brass
it
Tap
out.
in
Go
the
to
domain.
theromoroom.com. They always got dope shit going on.
Come see me. We're always doing something fucking amazing over there. And the Romo Room is the best place to do comedy in Austin.
You know what? Now it is the longest podcast because this is an hour 25. We did 40 minutes before, so this is the longest. I hope people listen to the whole thing.
I hope people listen to the whole thing.
I mean, people sit through Rogan for 3 fucking hours.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
I think you have the time. Yeah. If you made it this far, thank you very much. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, if you made it this far, you're my dope shit.
Yes. Nice.
You are my dope shit.
Okay. All right. I like it. Oh, you know what? Okay. This is good.
You almost said it.
No.
You almost said it.
You know what? I remember that you ate the lamest burrito ever, and I just couldn't say it. And that you go to Barnes Nobles and take shit. That just killed it for me. So, on that note, make sure you follow the FeedBak everywhere on social media. Go back to the archive. Leave a review on iTunes. It helps. Share it with the world. There's big things coming up. Hip Hop Bingo will be back very soon, so make sure you follow at Hip Hop Bingo on Instagram. And that's it. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you next time. Ciao.
Later.